private life equal secure life. Hiding the details of your personal life keeps you safe. When you become that mysterious girl, do you realize how attractive you will be? A fish that closes its mouth won't be caught. Welcome back to my channel. I am Mona and today I'm going to talk about how much mystery protects you. Do you remember the time you went out with them and shared things and then regretted that you shared your privacy when you got home? First of all, what is the definition of ambiguity? First of all, not everyone knows everything about you. Second, summarize information. Don't give details. Third, listen more than you speak. Fourth, determine where each person is in your life, how close they are, and the maximum amount of information you can tell them according to their personality, temperament, and morals. Fifth, decide what is impossible for anyone to know about you, only you and yourself. Sixth, decide what you will tell, but only to professionals, such as your therapist. There is information that if you share it, you benefit, and information that if you share it, you get harm. I know that many of you wanted to be a fun person to talk to, a great speaker, and win friends, but you won't achieve that by oversharing your personal life. But a great talker is one who leaves room for others to talk about themselves comfortably. You can watch my video 13 Rules for Influencing Others and Make Real Friends. I recommended you to watch it. Well, you're going to tell me, Mona, but I wanted to talk about my interests and my life like them. I wanted to share. Well, ask yourself why you wanted to share. What do you want to prove to them? Why are you so hungry for attention? As if you didn't get enough attention from your parent as a child, and they just neglected you and didn't listen to you. When you are an open book, it not only makes you average and kill your charisma, but it also puts you in a lot of trouble and danger. When you overshare your private life, you give them the access to manipulate you, hurt you, control your life, give their opinions in your life as if it belongs to them, and a lot of things that are not expected, depending on the information and the person's morals. I have an idea. When you want to talk about your life, open WhatsApp, go to your number, and send everything you can think of to yourself in a record. Another idea. This is the time to write in your journal. Whatever the method, the goal is to empty your mind from your thoughts and feelings in a safe way. Number one, with strangers and first dates, whatever it's your colleague, your neighbor, or someone you've just met. Listen more than you speak. Observe their behavior and listen carefully to gather as much information as you can before speaking. It's enough to know your name and some superficial information, such as your field of study, your field of work, a sport you play, or your favorite basketball team, for example. I want you to listen well and let the other talk about themselves and even encourage them to do so, such as listening well and integrating with the conversation. And do not be afraid of silent moments, no matter how long they last. Don't try to say something without thinking about it or a purpose, just to fill the silence moment. Be careful, don't ask a question you don't like if you are asked the same question. At work, well, just to talk about your work and the professional developments you have achieved. Just don't try to prove that you are better than your colleagues in front of them, but only in front of your manager. And don't try to show that you are smarter than your manager. Just to show him that you are professional in your work. I don't recommend that you are trust anyone at work or make them a friend. So make your relationship with your co-workers the most superficial relationship in your life. If you hear any gossip at work, don't tell it to anyone, not even your boss. Don't ask about something that doesn't concern you. If the person doesn't come and say it by himself or by herself, don't ask. Just mind your own business. At the university, well, not every classmate who hangs out with you after class can be categorized as a trusted friend. To categorize someone as a friend, there are rules and conditions for them to deserve to be your friend. And until then, she is just a classmate. Allow the other person plenty of time to talk. And if they ask you a question, you can answer with superficial information about yourself. For example, she talked in detail about her last trip, and you listen carefully, and then she asked you about your last trip. So, summarize the information. Just say, yes, I went to Miami and I had fun. Don't say who you went with or what you did there. Hide 90% of the information. Ambiguity is the abbreviation or complete concealment of information, depending on the information. With friends, don't tell your friends about your family issues, whether your parents, the siblings, spouse, or lover. Don't tell your friends about your insecurities, past mistakes, or deep psychological traumas. It is best to tell this to a professional, such as a therapist. Don't tell your friends how much money you have. Well, I don't believe in the principle of 100% trust. I don't understand the principle of trust. Why would I give someone the power to hurt me? Like a dangerous secret or and be sad if they hurt me. So I can't give you advice on who to trust because I don't trust anyone. Don't tell your parents about your dating relationships. Just tell them if someone proposes to you. Don't tell your parents the secret of your friends or siblings. Don't tell your parents the crazy things you have done. Show yourself to your parents in the best possible image and show them love and respect. With your husband or your fiancé or your boyfriend, well, don't tell him how many guys you have dated. Don't tell him your body count. Don't tell him how your ex treated you, especially if he treated you badly. But if he asks, tell him that he treated you in the best way, brought you gifts, and provided for you. It's important to praise him because it motivates a man's spirit of defense. Don't tell your husband how much money you make, especially if it's more than him. Don't tell him if your parents treated you badly. Just don't tell him. On the contrary, praise them and say that they spoiled you. Don't tell him your insecurities. Don't give him 24/7 updates on where you are and what you are doing. It's disgusting. Let him guess where you are and what you are doing. Anyway, that's a principle of seduction. Don't talk about your friends in front of him. I advise you to listen to him and his accomplishments and feed his ego. Don't talk about yourself for more than a minute. Try to distract from awkward and private questions without anyone realizing you're trying to hide it. And now we come to the most important part. Things to keep to yourself. Don't tell anyone else, just you and yourself. They are secrets, okay? Number one, any incidents of harassment that happened to you in the past. Only to a professional such as a therapist or your mom if she supports you and will help you to get over it. Your extramarital affairs. Just don't tell anyone who you are dating until he proposes to you. Believe me, it's better for you. Your source of income and how much money you have, whether you are rich or broke. Number 4, your sex life. Number 5, your friend's secret, gossip, or anything sensitive that happened in front of you, such as your friend's family issues. Number 6, your relationship with God. Number 7, your goals and plans. Number 8, your sensitive thoughts, weaknesses, and childhood traumas. Expect to a specialist like therapist or life coach. And in the end, my opinion is life is better when no one's know anything about you. You shine in silence. Bye.